Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey and that resolves. And today we're going to take a look at a deck from yesterday, actually, the Dragon's 5 ever Calderan Cradle starter pack. So I'm actually going to make some changes to this. Been thinking, I think I would actually prefer the Smuggler. A lot of what we get from the merchant we can also get with the Smuggler. So pro tip, just leave it at 1 and then swap them so you don't lose your market after remake it. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go up to the 4th Cradle in the main, and actually also go up to the 4th Howling Peak. That opens up the board for like putting a mullet in there. And have a look at our power base. You can potentially put a banner in there, which isn't ideal because I generally don't like having powers in the market, but that might be something that we'd actually missed a little bit yesterday, was just being able to like play some of our things. So to make this happen, we are going to cut out one of our combos with second sight, which is the Thunderstrike Dragon. But we've still got Cho and End of the Story. End of the Story, when you're at 8, if you get to second sight, you can put it on top of your deck, and then you're able to play it from the top of your deck. So it's kind of like a nice little combo, but also it's still good with Cho. So I guess we can keep that, and it's good with Jotun Hurler. And it's not like a build your own strategize when you play it like before a Crest. So actually, do we cut this Thunderstrike Dragon though? Because I do kind of like it. It's just like a really big threat, and just like if this bites all of our opponents annihilates, I'm just able to play that Show. It's kind of good. Yeah, actually, let's change something in the market first. We'll get Torrential Downfall. Because actually that's really good with merchants, especially multiples. Then we can potentially go down sort of like something here. Yeah, it's probably the dragon that's taking the cut, and then we probably don't need millions of the Howling Peaks. They're obviously good with Calderan Cradle. Even mirror image like a dragon's kind of fine, really. But yeah, I think this is probably where we're at. Just gonna play another 3 games. Just sort of like see how this works out, but I do like Smuggler just because it makes like the snowballs a lot more relevant as well, and because we can get more snowballs, so, you know, we'll just sort of lean into that. And of course, like multiples of these plus like Torrential Downpour is kind of nice. Mullet, I'm not too sure. Maybe we only want Mullet, and like this should be something else a little bit more spicy. And of course, the Howling Peak Contra Cookbook is not a combo, but I'm willing to try it. You know, see what happens. Okay, so first game we're on the play, which is generally a good sign, especially when we're a little bit slow like this. And right, let's talk the power up. Pause redraw then. If we had like the, yes, it's kind of better. It's not doing too much. It's a bunch of crests, but like our influence could be perfect. I'd actually kind of like an island in this deck. I think we're just going to play Crest of Fury first. In the unenviable position where we just like bottom any power. Because we can't get the second Justice here with the Seek power. We didn't need to keep that Crest. I was like, sometimes you might have needed to. So look what's on top. Smuggler. Yeah, we'll keep that because it'll just grab us a Cookbook. Also, we're pretty well set up against Hojan, so if our opponent is for some reason like playing a free faction Hojan deck, just snap it off there, be able to deal with it. But I think I was going to chuck this back into the market. It is. I'm a little bit sad that we can't get put it back because we can get it out later. Yeah, I'm just going to get Cookbook. Yeah, I'm a little bit sad that like our turn 3 merchant wasn't able to set us up like a turn 4 Cradle. So maybe that's like reason enough to. Let's just like take a lab up for 2 here. Got a bunch of burn spells. There we go. That's Crest. Okay, cool. So we've got a Cradle there. So I'm gonna play Cookbook out. So of course, like playing like Cookbook in like your Cradle deck is kind of vulnerable to bar, but we're playing against like an Legion deck, so maybe we've got like Passage Veils, but I feel like probably fine. I'm not going to play Cradle next turn because we play Cradle and just not activate our Cookbook. That seems like that might not be right. So let's draw a card. Potentially deal 6 damage to ourselves. Okay, cool. So we've got 2 of these, so our things are potentially going to do quite a lot of damage to us actually. This is a 3, this is a 5. Opponent seems to be playing like a bit of a slower illusion deck. Maybe it's like a illusion control deck could be feasible. Okay, so actually free faction, but makes a lot more sense now. I suppose we attack for 2 first. Because okay, Defiance is fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Play Cradle, draw a card. If we draw a Firebomb, then it's probably okay. Also, we've got like the combo, Second Sight plus End Story. Okay, so everyone's playing that deck. The sort of like ramping up into chains and all that sort of nonsense. So I can probably. I think I might hang fire on this merchant to see whether we actually need to get bar, but I would like to get Moller. So let's pick Cookbook. Okay, try and hit our power. There. If we miss, actually we'll strategize rather than Second Sight here. Okay, so we got to it's 8. Do we need millions of powers? Probably not. Don't we need the snowball anymore though? They're constantly just going to keep checking like how many we're at. So we're at 1. Might just like make a dice. Used to have 1 knocking about. Well. Toot toot. Yeah, we'll take our damage. Okay, well, next turn we're actually just going to Second Sight our End of the Story to top 5 deck. I think that's what we're going to do. Just kill our Barbaront stuff so we don't get anything to worry about. Okay, well, now we've got another Smuggler. Feeling sorted good. Cool. Let's pull that back on top. And then fire it off. Yeah, I'll literally do any sort of mental gymnastics just to get an extra card out of a deal. Even though the 3/5s have well and truly already done the job. Up to 3 now? Yeah, cool. So we might end up being sad and having to like fire up a torch to make a dragon. I don't know what I do there. Actually, kind of like to find a Howling Peak. Because we've got a lot of burn and the potential to make it do actually kind of a lot of damage because of all the Howling Peak smugglers. So now we're going to see maybe the downside of playing a bunch of card draw. Oh, okay, here we go. Hash, but I don't need it. I guess we are going to fire off a torch just to make a dragon to be able to start pressuring our opponent. So let's tick him up. Rats. Well, our opponent is probably going to get like a passage veins down and kill both our things, which is, you know, sort of awful, but we do get to kill this and have a 5/5 in play if that's what we do. Oh, Disjunction, that's kind of fine. So let us torch this. Because then we've already got our dragon before they... I don't think we got to see which one they were targeting. Yeah, so they're making the one that we just made the dragon with. In that case, I'm sort of fine. I will just I'll just end the story with this board. That's sort of okay. I'll attack. If our opponent like double blocks, yeah. Actually, if the double block, that's kind of good for us because that means that this is uncounterable. To Cookbook it up. Strategize is good because it's a way of putting
bombs on the bottom if we draw them. Well, you have to draw it with the Strategize, but you get to put it on the bottom before the Destiny goes off.
Our alliance springs power.
Okay, we're at 2 ticks. So let's Strategize. Might just like bomb these targets actually. Okay, well, we don't need millions of crests at this point.
A great fight.
Let's get a torch, just get like a mullet just because it's a really good threat. And then what are we at here? We're at 3, so we can actually just do that if we need to. We do just deal 4 damage with the torch, but we can trade if we need to, gets us a little bit closer with the dragon. Because once we start making dragons, I'm super precious about keeping that around actually. So I keep drawing cards, keep making dragons. So one could stun this with a Defiance, which doesn't seem like the best use of resource, I'll be honest. But we get to where we are with spells with 0, so Fire Source, I guess. Play Seat out, play Moloch. And of course Moloch is perhaps like a good way of dealing with group Parliament actually, so maybe we should have kept it. Because we could like pretty easily just like combo Snowball with it to be able to wipe our opponent's isles off the face of the earth. Aid of the Hero, it's kind of fine. Focus to draw 4, which again isn't ideal. We're up to 1, so we're not doing too badly. Yep, no blocks, I'll take it. They're going really deep if they're playing like Aid of the Hero, but I do like Aid of the Hero. I've played a good amount of decks with that before in it. Snow isn't just 5 second sight, we're at like 12 power, so we're sort of doing okay actually. Let's just do the thing again where we do Defend the Story. Okay, well, put that back on top. Put our Cradle out. Play End of the Story, which kills everything. Well, I don't mind losing Moloch because we are just going to be able to create like a bunch of dragons now because we're at 1 and 3, so we get to stagger them as well. And then we'll Crest here. Bottom Seek Power. It is a spell, but it's not really what we're looking for in terms of spells. We want spells that draw more spells, like Strategize. Uh-oh. So let's Strategize here. Pops one of our dragons. There's another one. I suppose we'll just like bottom the Justice. Play this.
A great fight.
Howling Smuggle. Can get a little bit of sauce because we get the torch, but actually get rid of this because then we can play Risen as well. Oh, there we go. Good show. Cool. Actually, I thought I could play another power there to be able to actually play Risen before I played the thing then. So yeah, we're gonna end up having to vanquish one of these. But now I've got a reasonable board of being able to like block. I'll just take 8 and kill one of them. Well, this seems like a bit of a tense game, but I'm having a bit of a meme off here.
Thank you.
Okay, well, one gets to gold plus for 12, which isn't ideal. Maybe we should have kept our mullet here. But we do get to
Rizan, I suppose we'll kill this. Just 6. If we play Cho, I guess our opponent just like partials us. So we could. Maybe we could have like downpoured plus Rizan to be able to kill a flyer. That would have been actually better, wouldn't it? But this is where we are now, so we'll just play Cho. I just hope we can like pressure our opponent enough. Our opponent attacks in, just snap blocking with this just to gain the 5 because that's like more cards we can actually draw off Cookbook. Which is kind of good. Maybe we don't actually need Cookbook because we do have stuff like Cho and it's like millions of card draw. Like the 5-1s could be a bit of a problem. So maybe we could just like revitalise what our market's all about, really. Okay. I thought for some reason that brilliant idea was just like cost $1 million for some reason. It was like the last game where we were playing with Teacher a few minutes. Yes, card's actually kind of interesting. Maybe we can put that in our market. Okay. So, now we're dead. Yeah, we're dead anyway, mate. We don't need to do this. Well, that's on to the next game, I suppose. Might make a couple of changes. Okay, well, we're on the draw. It's like infinite powers, so I think we'll redraw this. And I'm not making any changes. I think maybe next time we'll do that. So I'm going to keep this, because we do get to make a turn-free Cradle, which is pretty exciting. Our opponent doesn't pressure us too much, we can get away without using any of our spells as well. So we'll keep Cho, actually. So it keeps our density of spells high. Even if we have to use one now. Well, we have to torch this plus, like, Seek, so... we do have to use spells here, which is not really what I was going for, I'll be honest. But we'll grab it just to say. Just lets us get towards the end of the story. I assume we're going to be fine in terms of influence. Oh, Mana Stinger. Ooh. So these Scorpion Traps, do I play them? Is it a spell? Like what is? Yeah, it's a spell. Cool. So we actually get some sort of a spicy synergy here. Well, I'll just play Cradle. Seems fine. Like, I don't really mind our opponent having a bunch of 1/1s, so. Post deck looks kind of cool though. I do like the synergy of like Teach of Humility with Iman Stinger. Maybe 3/4 is better. You got it, Tiger. Yep, you definitely got it, Tiger. Let's see what we get. It's like a downpour seems fine, doesn't it? Where are we at? 2 on this. I think I don't actually want the power, so I'm going to go and grab a fire source. Let's see. Because this leaves us pretty open to just be able to just smash our opponent with Dragon Suit. Yeah, that sounds fine. So, what can we do here? See, Rizan's got lifesteal. What's everyone on about? This card's been nerfed. It's exactly the same. Could get Torrential Downpour, which kills these two, but I don't think that's super exciting. I think we're going to Treasure Trove first. This gives us a dragon. Okay, cool. So now we've got a Smuggler, which we're going to just get rid of one of these chills for because it costs like $1 million. And then we're just going to get Rizan, I suppose, but I don't think we need to. I think we can just grab Downpour here, just because it'll combo with like, if we make another one of these, it deals 3 damage, and then we could do like the Snowball or something. But we've got like some blocks here. I'm not above just like chumping this, like that is something I'm willing to do. I can't imagine our opponents playing Banish because they just have like millions of
Okay, so this is a bit more of a problem trying to deal with this. So D2 Terrafin. I guess we just sort of like have to let this happen, like for one turn, and then we'll just like end of the story off next turn. I suppose we'll treasure trove first to get started. Crest sort of like see what we've got going on. Scorpion Trap, do we care? It counts as a spell, and we're going to wipe the board anyway, so I will kind of be okay with leaving that on top. Then I think
A great fight.
we'll tuck this away, and I might just go and grab like, could get Cho just to get a draw a card. Seems good, but Rizan seems like it might be able to just like put the lights out for our opponent. We'll leave it like this just so we've got like a board that is kind of well protected. And of course, if we don't let anything die, our opponent isn't going to be able to use Dark Return with Owlhead, which is kind of good. Our opponent could, of course, just ultimate to put this on top. Of course, I do really like charge units with Owlhead because you get to put them on top, make them twice as big, and they get to charge in. It's a little bit of a tempo loss, but it's kind of cool with stuff like this and the 5/2 Sicalis. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'll just double block that, that's fine. If my opponent's got like a removal spell, I'm okay with it. Play my drop card, let me have my thing.
I'll finish this quick.
So we've got Cho anyway. Let's have a Crest of Glory here. I'm able to spike and render the story. Well, we'll bottom that. And I suppose we'll just end here. Okay, so we only go up to 4 so we don't actually kill our own dragon, which isn't what we want to do. But we've got like a combination of like Rizan plus Snowball to be able to kill some stuff. A 6/6. Boring. But we are one away from I think it's worth just dealing the 3 damage to our opponent's face. Yeah. So we snowballed the 1/1. Make Rizan, we'll just double block this. Again, if our opponent has a removal spell, sort of fine because everything's just going to be allowed to trade up. So the Death Strike this for a reason. Like, yeah, that's fine, but like we traded 1 for 1 there. Like the dragon isn't really a card at this point. Ooh. Well, we get to combo these together soon. So I'm sort of excited about that. Let's Treasure Trove to draw a card. Quest Order, not quite it. Well, yeah, this'll do. Bomb power, and then next turn just gets a Harsh or whatever's on the board. Happy taking 6. I'm not sure how this got +1/+1. Okay, Ancient Law. Was our Trickster. Quite. It's actually kind of a really good card, this. It's painful to be able to silence stuff like indefinitely is kind of spicy. Like, as a rule. I'm sort of tempted just to fire off the Torrential Downpour just to like make a dragon, but yeah, I think I will do. It's a deal 1, make a 5/5 flyer. Yeah, keep partial because our opponent's board looks like it, our opponent's deck looks like it might be able to rebuild really nicely. So we'll just stop that. Crack on for 5, see if they've got any spells. And I think we're just going to merge this. I think our opponent's conceded, yeah. when the game sort of like goes this slow motion, well, your opponent's usually conceded. Yeah, that's generally what the deck wants to do, I think, just sort of like stabilize, sort of like pillow fort behind the cradle, and then just start making millions of dragons. Okay, so here I have the last one forward to the deck tech, and I'm sort of tempted to keep this. Obviously, like, generally, as a rule, something I'll do is that if it's like the last game, I'll usually keep more speculative hands because, well, it's the last one, you know, why not? Let's live life on the edge. But I think this is genuinely actually okay because we can fire Sigil into Cargo, which gets us a Primal Sigil, and then on turn 2 we can strategize, try and hit our third power to be able to play it on curve. So I think because of that, we'll keep it. Give our opponent the just so they know that, like, you know, we're up to something. Primal, then next turn we've got like Strategize. If things don't work out, you know, it's sort of our own fault for keeping a 1 power hand. But I feel like the ability just to high roll is just, there we go. See? Never didn't have it, like literally just never didn't. I'm not even going to play on these spells, I'm going to play them after the Cradle. You might say that we're being punished because our opponent's playing Skycrag, but you also might say that I don't care. Could have killed the Yeti, and people in the comments will let me know that I probably should have killed the Yeti, but I'm never not slamming Cradle on free. Like, we didn't come to this video to see us not slam it on free. We don't have 4 Cradles in the deck to go making correct plays like killing Champions of Fury. That just seems... Also, we get to Vanquish it now and hold up a torch. Whoa, no we don't. We need Justice Source. But if we just so happen to spike exactly Justice Source right here, then we're just absolutely miles ahead. So we're going to second sight, because it draws us like another snowball, which is kind of good. Ooh, show. So let's put Hurler on top. We'll put a Justice Source. And then we're just going to torch this before our opponent gets the Warcry or gets the button of weapon on it. And we're already at like 3 spells. Like, how can we possibly lose? And we're going to beat 5 spells next turn. If our opponent plays another 1-drop, or even better, if they play like an X2, like a Dusk Raider, to kill a Dusk Raider. Let's kill Howling Smuggler. It's all gravy to me. On top of that, we get like a dragon. Like, how can we lose? Like, how? It's impossible. This is like 5 minutes later, you just see us losing. But besides the point. Let us strategize. I draw a power. Maybe it's not quite the power I was looking for. Oh yes, we are going off with snowballs here. Let's put that down. See if Fury, so we didn't even miss our power. Let's make it a 1. If our opponent's got something to kill this, I'm sad, but that means that our Skycrag opponent used like Howling Smuggler to fetch something that wasn't a threat, so I'm actually feeling okay. It could be Obliterate. Yes, Obliterate. Rats. But what our opponent doesn't know is that their only one is about to get snowballed. Oh yes. So this is a high roll moment where I'm actually not going to go for the card draw. Just because I feel like if we whiff, we'd just be miserable. But we're at 2 and 1, so our hand just makes dragons now forever. It's sort of our life is.
Die with honor.
I thought only one in. Like, Warcry is actually a downside. Stick power, yep, gonna keep it. Gonna boop this. Paul's gonna be so mad because like, they're playing like a real deck. And we're just there just like, yeah, just playing Cradles. It's like, yeah. Just don't care that 5 decks are good. Just like, stick power. Make a dragon. Yeah, I got Justice. And there we go. We're at 1 spell makes another dragon, so we're able to start fighting around now, living our best life. Let's strategize, I guess. Breakable. Yeah. I'm not sure why they waited for us to make like the other dragon. Like this was a surprise for them. They're just like, can't possibly make another dragon. It's at 4. I'm just like, yeah, I can. Deck time. Okay, so there we have it. I just have fun with these kind of nonsensy decks, and actually, I really like Second Sight. I think Second Sight just being, as we saw in like one of the games, even though we lost it, we got to see where Second Sight was just actually like really low cost, just draw 2 because we were going to play the end of the story anyway. There were some positions where we played it before we really should have, but yeah, I'll go through any sort of mental gymnastics to try and draw an additional card. It's just what we're here for. Actually, we like Risen in the market as well, because generally it's just always got lifesteal, so it's just like old Risen but in our like mono spell deck. Yeah, deck's cool. I'm gonna try and keep working on this for like the next whatever period. I'll probably forget, just not. But I'd like to, just because I think there's something here. I think that Cradle costing 3 is like just a huge buff, and it being in the same sort of like easy to match faction as a Howling Peak is just pretty huge as well, because like Cradle plus Howling Peak is just going to make more dragons because you get to mirror image one and then you're making 3 spells. So combo deck, mate, combo. Also Caleb is kind of okay, I guess, just like draw a milli, like draw some more spells, which makes dragons. Yeah, thanks for watching. I mean, that was all. See you around.